You said Screamfest 2021.
Screamfest.
Put that on my grave, actually. 2021. But not 2021.
Yeah,
it should have the thing.
Not this year.
Screamfest, and then the other thing I want on my grave is, oh my god, I tweeted it. Oh my god. Yes. Oh no!
What?
I have to get it. Because now I have to say it.
I might use that as my merch.
Yes, do it.
Screamfest.
Yes. Oh my god, my dog.
Speaking of Screamfest, he's screaming, we're screaming.
He's a Gemini with an Aries rising.
Ooh.
That's why he's fucking ridiculous.
I don't know when my dog was born, but, like, judging how, like, he interacts with the world, he is definitely, like, a Taurus sun.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's definitely a Taurus.
He's just in the house.
Yeah, he's in the
just
house,
chilling.
But he's also, like, really, like, he's like, we're cool, but, like, I'm going this way, and you're gonna follow me. And I'm really, like, I'm looking at we're like, we're fighting. Sorry.
That's literally very Taurus. I'm screaming because...
He is.
Quote me, call me Beyonce. I've been hurt by a Taurus. And that's the exact same thing. That's like what being in a relationship is like with them.
They're bulls.
Oh my god.
They're charging forward.
Shout out to all my Tauruses that have traumatized me.
Shout out to Taurus.
Because Aries, we've done our damage too.
I mean,
y'all are tired of us, and we don't care.
I mean. We are the babies of the zodiac. So
yeah.
It's only natural.
There's literally...
People are like, what the fuck?
There's no signs of stopping this Screamfest 2021.
Screamfest 2021.
There's nothing stopping this Screamfest.
2 Aries in a room.
Me drop... Can you pass me a paper towel? I dropped water all over my laptop.
Oh no.
Or the tea. Hashtag the tea. Yes. We're back. I literally spilled tea, and while we were spilling tea, my shit just said, no thanks.
And we're back.
There we go, and we back. While we were talking about spilling tea, my name's Taylor, because it starts with a T. And I'm DJ Tay Waits, the baddest bitch that y'all bitches fucking know. I'm a DJ, I'm a vlogger, writer, educator, extraordinaire. I also hold the most gorilla grip cooch that anybody's ever had the pleasure of like being around. So those are just like 4 small facts about me. But Sip and Spill is a podcast about me, being a Black woman, my experience, and the people that I love that are in my circle, the people that love me, the people that support me. Today, I have someone who's so amazing, someone who I love, who I always want to support all the time. I'm like, what do you need from me, bitch? And they're just such a big supporter of me. The Venus Dude! Oh my god. Yes, Venus. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm here. I am blushing.
Yes! Tell the people what you do, who you are, and how you became to be this bitch.
Well, I am just, your run-of-the-mill Pittsburgh Drag Queen,
I love that. Also, that's a good thing for your grave, too.
Run-of-the-mill,
Mm-hmm.
Same old.
I'm just your run-of-the-mill PGH Drag Queen.
Just simple, just turning a look.
Being that bitch.
Showing up, being that bitch.
Yes.
Being that weird, the sleep paralysis demon in the corner.
Yes! You give me very, Candy's Alone in the Club meme, but it's like you, but you're like a ghost. You're like a haunting, have you seen The Haunting of Hill House?
No, because I'm terrified.
Oh my god, you are one of those. They're fucking terrifying. But I'm like, look at that bitch in the corner. They look great. That's literally me the whole time. Great. I'm like, oh my god, I'm fucking scared. But they look great. Your outfit's great. You look, but I'm fucking terrified. You're scaring me, but you look so good. Like, oh my god, I'm scared. Exactly. Yes, scare me, bitch. Beat all the ghosts. You look so good all the time.
Shout out to all the ghosts.
Yes! Shout out to all the gay ghosts. We stand y'all. No, the last time I saw you was for Open Your Purse, which is a fundraiser we were hosting here in Pittsburgh. And me and my partner were talking about it. I was like, do you remember that fucking all-white corset? Like, look, that Venus was turning the fuck we were there? And I was like, bitch, monumental, that look. Monumental. My partner was like, is that the bitch who wore that white I said, bitch, yes. They're like, oh my god, that was a moment. I live. That outfit, your outfits always send me soaring. But I love your looks. They're so good. I love drag. Drag is one of the... Drag made me gay. I'll say it. Your Honor.
Flat out.
Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch and drag made me gay. Like,
same.
When I was 12, 13, sneaking out the house, lying, and going to bars, my first experience as a go-go dancer was I was at this place called South Beach. in Houston, Texas. It is now since closed, probably because they were letting 11-year-olds in there. But I literally snuck the fuck in, not really sneaking. The girls were like, just throw me an extra $10, girl. And it was always queens at the door. And when I tell you I saw Bob the drag queen there, I saw Alaska there. I saw some really amazing Rue girls, but I became addicted to coming and see the local queens every week. Obviously, it was also my escape. I'm literally a teenager who shouldn't be there. And those queens were the ones who were like, bitch, you look good. Like, I literally am tore from the floor up. I've got my fishnets on. I'm thinking I'm the hottest chick in the club. And they're like, no, dance. Like, live your best life. Be you. And I was like, these bitches know what's up. Like, these bitches are the ones who are out here living for my fantasy, even though I look like a wet towel. So I just have such a huge heart for drag ever since that day. I feel like every city I've lived in, me and the drag queens are always smoking weed in my house because I'm like, well, I need to know who the girls, who are the queens,
who are the dolls,
who are the dolls, who do I need to know,
I need to support the dolls.
And especially in San Antonio where I come from, where my undergrad is from, there's a huge drag king circle there, and just a huge drag kings are the same sort of like reverence that drag queens have. I feel like in other parts of the world, drag kings are very much held the same way in San Antonio. So I'm used to going to shows like, you know, the very large planned out shows. You've been in a couple that I've watched where there's like 12 plus queens in it. And I'm used to just all of that. All of their families are there. Everybody's asking everybody if they want to join the house. And I'm like, girl, I'm just here to support the show. I don't have time for this. So literally drag is just like, I feel like it's a part of so many gay folks' experiences, but it has just opened my heart to who I could be. And that brings us to the title of the show. Owning who we are, owning our voices, while we sip on our tea. I had some ginger lemon tea in the house. We both said it's not the day for wine, just not the moment. No, we are the moment, but that's not the moment. So yeah, let's get into it. Before we get too deep into owning our voices, though, let's play a game.
I love games.
You want to play a game? Yes. He comes out on his, what is that, a tricycle? And I found the tweet. It was I only tweet for high femme tops. Period. Yes. Yeah. That's really all I live life for. Yeah. Yeah. If you're femme and you're topping, I'm supporting. Yeah. I'm hashtag supportive.
Uplifting.
Empowering.
I'm saving. I'm commenting. I'm liking.
Step on me. Whatever you need me to do, I'm here for you. Yeah. We're so supportive. Yes. Okay. So we have these lightning round questions. I don't really know how a lightning round works. I just know that there's questions that need to be asked in a certain amount of time. So I'm going to do, I said 3 minutes. Is that too long? Is that not lightning?
Per round?
Yeah, like per round. And we both have to ask each other questions. We've got to fit those questions, those answers in. Are the answers supposed to be short?
That's 1.5 minutes each.
Yeah,
so
we could do that.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, I think we can do a couple questions in 1.5 minutes. And if we just go through each round, like, in summary, we're just going to do what the fuck we want.
Yeah. And if, I mean, like,
yeah.
we make it.
And if y'all don't like it, kill us. as what's his name? I forget his name, but he's a rapper. And I put it in my Aries playlist. If you don't like me, kill me right now. Otherwise, sit the fuck down. Right. That's really a motto for me. Something to put on your grave. If you don't like me, kill me right now.
Well, damn.
Everyone. Well, you're right there. I can't. You got me, gal. Again, I've been got. I can't kill this bitch. I forgot. Damn it. Okay, I'm starting now. The clock. Okay. Oh my god. Come on, iPhone.
This includes looking.
Okay, texting or talking?
Talking.
Okay.
Because I'm old. I didn't get texting until I was like 20.
Okay, period. My turn. You find one. The test. Are you literate?
Invisibility or super strength?
I feel like invisibility sounds good on paper, but when can I change into this invisible? I'm thinking too much about it. Super strength. I love it. I love it. Forget it. Super strength. Because she's a top.
Okay. We love a power top.
Period. At what age do you want to retire?
Just depends on what level of retirement. To be honest, I never want to stop doing things.
Period.
Because, I've always been busy. I don't know what it's like to not be doing something, and I lose my shit if I don't. But also, like, watching my own father retire and then literally sit on the couch for the next 4 years of his life. I can't do that.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Okay, period. I love that the answer to the question. Oh, your turn.
Oh, my turn. Favorite holiday?
Christmas, not for Jesus, but for the looks.
For the looks.
Well, I'm lying. My favorite holiday of all time is 420, and then it's Halloween. So 420 and Halloween are like at the same point, but Christmas aesthetically is my favorite because I want it to look like Christmas all the time in my head.
We could do all three for one. We gotta make a holiday where it's all three.
I caught it right on time. Yes, why not?
Yeah.
Like that and making holiday specific music because everyone's like, there's not a Thanksgiving song, there's not a blah 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 song, and I'm like, yeah, well, someone needs to put their pussy out there and make one, and the answer is it's us. Okay, that was round one. That was fun. Okay, we're gonna go again for round two. I can't stand you.
Just started.
Okay. Not scale of 1 to 10. How good are you at keeping secrets?
Well,
I feel like I've asked someone that. It says 1 to 10.
So, like, 1 is in, like, not really good, and 10 is in fantastic?
Right. Like, 10 is you've seen a murder, and you've covered up, like, you're psychopathic to the point to where, like, you can act as different folks. Sociopathic, I mean. But 1 is, like, you giggle at the fact that, like, someone mentions the thing that someone told you not to mention.
It really depends on the secret, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I would never, like, if somebody specifically looked at me and was like, please don't ever say this. It's locked. In.
I hate it when people say that, though.
Oh, but, like, if somebody's like, yeah, whatever. But it's, like, the thing is, like, I do have a problem keeping my mouth shut in certain situations.
Yeah.
But, like, I do believe that, like, your secret is safe.
Right, yeah.
I am a safe person to say things around.
Yeah.
And because I think of, like, things where I'm, like, talking to someone and it is serious and it's, like, I really don't want the world knowing this.
Yeah.
You know, so I treat that like if somebody was saying that to me.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Like,
yeah.
We cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Just don't say it right now.
Don't do it right now. It's going to be on my podcast. You asked me one.
Okay. Dawn or dusk?
Ooh, dusk. I just like the purple instead of the orange in the sunset and the sunrise.
And nighttime's more fun.
Yeah. Oh, we caught it.
Wow.
Period.
I
Period.
Took too much time. I'm sorry.
No, never apologize. Never apologize in this house. Live your best fucking life.
Okay.
We have another round, and we're gonna do this next round of questions, which is round 3. Okay, so round go. Next round. Okay. What? It just says say a word in Spanish. That's not a. It says say a word in Spanish. I'm not gonna ask you that. But do you believe in fate? I just think that's so funny how it goes from round 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do. Because the world works in really weird ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that all last year. There was many situations where I was like doing my thing, and I was like, "Oh, what's this? Oh, wow, my whole world. Oh, where am I?" Yeah, it's fate. Fate's for real. Is strong.
Period. Yeah, I feel the same exact way. Your turn.
Oh. Why can't we tickle ourselves?
We can. I don't tickle myself because I hate being tickled. But why would... Yeah, and why... You can do whatever you want to yourself. Literally, whatever you want to yourself, you can make happen. You know? Tickle yourself. Today. You heard it from me. Tickle yourself today. I'll try it later. It's like, go out. Tickle yourself. What's the best age? What?
I was looking at that one. That was the next one I saw. I don't know. I've only been so many ages.
I'm like, how do I know what the best age is? 64? I don't know. 69. I'm gonna add a bunch of those sounds.
Air horns.
Exactly. 69. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, 69. Okay. Right on time.
Timing, 69.
Don't repeat. I put it on repeat. Don't do it again. Okay. Period. That was fun. Wow. I feel like I've learned so much about you.
That went really quick.
In the 3 minutes or the whatever that was. 4.5 minutes that we just did this. Oh, let's do one more. I just want to do one more.
I can't even number.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm like 3. That's my favorite number, but no. Are lifeguards attractive? What? Let's just skip it. Do you respect Kanye West?
No.
Okay, your question.
What's your favorite type of tea? Since we're sipping tea. Oh my God! What a segue!
I like anything hibiscus, not because of the floral, but because it's sweet. And so anything sweet, hibiscus, like cinnamon or like apple. I love that shit. So that's my favorite type of tea. Sourdough or wheat?
Sourdough.
Your turn.
Okay.
I was supposed to say something else.
What's the fastest speed you've ever driven in a car?
I, like, with my two hands driven, or someone was driving me?
Both.
Okay, if someone was driving me, my dad likes to race cars, so I've been in, like, up to 200 miles an hour. Most definitely. And shit is fucking crazy.
That's cool.
But what I've driven up to, maybe 125, being from Texas and just trying to get around people, or just trying to get home. It's the dead of the night. I want to get the fuck home. So 125 probably. I'll push that bitch. I'll push it. Especially if I'm trying to get home. Yeah. But yeah, I never have been pulled over for that. So I love that.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to me. I'm elusive and I'm always smoking blunts. So I'm like, damn bitch, I can't be out here doing this, but I live my best life and that's all we can do. Would you rather cuddle with a baby panda or a baby penguin?
Panda. As much as penguins are freaking adorable.
Yeah.
I just feel like pandas are a lot more cuddly.
I was gonna say, I think penguins are definitely aggressive. Yeah, I don't think penguins are nice.
I don't know. I mean, it could be a moment.
Yeah.
It's just like...
it's fucking flapping around, slapping the fuck out of you.
But it's like... And they're big.
Yeah. Pandas are really stupid, and they love to hug, and they're just really soft. I remember...
don't know what sound they make.
Yeah, no. They make the little eeps. They don't even know what sound they make. They're scared of their own sounds.
They are, because they're like...
They're like, what? How is a body? How is a body? What is a thing? They remind me so much of my dog Conde, but he's not like afraid of his own farts. He's kind of got over that. He's just ready to spread them as much as possible. But that was a fun game. I like that one. Let me crack my back. That felt good. Okay, I fucking stand that. Next thing we're gonna do, it's tea time. Period. We've been sipping on tea for a while now. We've been talking way before we did this, bitch. Me yelling at the mic, bitch, you wasn't with us when we was talking 20 minutes ago. So yeah, just get mad at the mic if anything else fails. But me and Venus were having have continued to have these conversations of like taking larger steps in the community, or kind of being like, bitch, I might be at that step. Like, I might have to own my shit, bitch. Like, I might have to love myself. When I start loving myself, you bitches watch the fuck out. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I really wanted to talk about today. Continue the conversations that we were having beforehand. But yeah, the first question to kind of get us in is, how has your experience, both living in Pittsburgh, just living your life, being who you are, helped you to understand the power of like your own voice? Specifically, what you feel like it is that is of importance. Me with words are bad. That is of importance for you. Like, what is your story or the message that you really want people to know, and maybe how you even found that message, and what is it, that makes you feel like, bitch, I'm important. I have to say that shit, Mm-hmm.
So growing up, I was not taught self-worth.
Yeah.
I'm an only child, but like, really cared about other people, and like gave my heart and soul to these people, and unfortunately I've had a lot of people that like took advantage of me.
Yeah. And
literally like made my life a living hell.
Yeah, as abusive people do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one of those things that I've been through so many shitty relationships, both like with partners, with friends, with my own family, that it's like, I remember, especially when I started doing drag,
mm-hmm.
I just was like, fuck you, never again.
Period.
Fuck you, never again.
Period.
I love myself.
Yes.
I am worthy of a spotlight.
Period. Fuck you, never again.
Worthy of, love and
me spilling the weed
and
mm-hmm.
Admiration. I am a person that does, can be on stage and can, gain attention.
Yeah.
Like, it's just one of those things that it's like, it was just essentially like me putting on armor.
Yes.
Like with makeup, with, literally wearing a corset that's made out of steel.
Yeah.
High heels that are also made from, steel.
Period. You can slice a bitch.
It's literally like me putting this armor on so I can feel powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, outside of it, like, I've definitely gotten better.
Yes.
I've been doing it now for, like, 3.5 years.
Yes.
And there are moments that, it's a scary situation. Like, I had to, stand up to something, or, like,
yes.
I had to do something that was really intimidating.
Yeah.
But I just think about, like, putting on, like, my, Venus,
mm-hmm.
putting on her, and, like, using that, being like, okay,
mm-hmm.
this is it. We
mm-hmm.
gotta be upfront. We gotta, sometimes you just have to be that bad bitch.
Yeah, I think Are you watching season 13?
Yes.
Oh my god, okay. So you know what question I'm about to bring up. But it ties into something that I realized about myself too when I was in college and kind of had started forming change wave culture, but I wasn't involved with change wave culture for an entire year because I just really wasn't ready for that platform. I wasn't ready to talk about it. I wasn't ready to, like, as most people aren't ready to make your face the face of something that is so serious, and something that really drives people insane. You know, people were sending us death threats at that point. So I was like, I really don't think I'm ready for that. And it's okay to be at that point because I couldn't be running a movement and also being afraid of all these things. But one of the things I really realized, which is something that RuPaul had hit on in the past episode, was talking to Simone about how she is in drag. You can use the same power outside of drag, right? And how Simone was like, I heard you, but I wasn't really hearing you in terms of like who I am and how the way I act. And that's really just the way that people have treated me. I've been bullied my entire life. You know what I mean? And that's exactly how I felt going into change rape culture, is that I'm helping other people who are also being silenced. Like, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm a black woman. I'm the last person who you should be talking to in terms of, you know, blah, blah, blah. But reading the Combahee River Collective, I always keep it on my altar, and other black women's writings have just like showed me and pushed me that these experiences create who you are uniquely as a person, you know, and the uniqueness that is me is important for people to hear, because they could never, sometimes you need people to dream the biggest dreams for you. I'm watching Homecoming. When I'm on acid or shrooms, I'm always watching Homecoming or whatever Beyonce is doing. And there's this, you know, part where they're talking to the girl who does the batons, and she's like, I could never dream this big for myself. And I feel like it's unfortunate, like, for people like Simone and for like me, and who, like you were just talking about, sometimes it's like I'm just not really in that place to see myself as a leader. You may see it, you may think I have the drive and the passion, and I look great and I'm doing all this, but I'm really just not at that point. Like, I don't see that for myself. And I was really adamant about that for such a long time. And now that I've stepped into my sort of like advocate for sexual abuse survivors, specifically Black and LGBTQ, like, I'm like, okay, that's who the fuck I am. And if I say that's what the fuck I am, that's what the fuck it is. Like you're saying, adorning myself in like protective garments or crystals or things that I need, looking like a boss ass bitch, looking like I know what the fuck is going on, so that when I walk into the room, they can tell, like, oh, she owns this business, she knows what the fuck she's talking about, and she's here to talk about survivors. Because just like you said, advocating for anything for yourself as a queer person, you're gonna make somebody mad, because people just want us to shut the fuck up. They're just like, suffer in silence. What the fuck? You're just not gonna let me whoop your ass. And so anytime you're like, oh, this doesn't work with my schedule, or this affects my work, whatever, or my partner and I are doing this, it's always an inconvenience to X, Y, and Z. But like you said, fuck you, never again. My thing is, fuck you. I'm about to inconvenience everybody else. Yeah. I'm worth the inconvenience. Everybody needs to be inconvenienced for this to happen, because this is important to me. This is my body. You know how I am when I'm dealing with people who are within our community, especially for events that are centered around us. We're going to make this how the fuck we want it to be. And I don't want anybody in here telling me that I can or that I can't, or that I need to consult this person first. We have the lived experience. We know what the fuck we know what's best for people. Do you feel like people have always tried to tell you, like, what's best for you, or what you or Venus or whoever should be going or doing, and all these other sorts of stupid shit?
Yeah. No, it's definitely, like, so important, because, like, as somebody who has, like, had really shitty experiences, like, trust me, if I'm gonna do something, I'm not gonna let you down. Yeah. Like, I have good intention, because I think about, like, you know, what it's like to be put in the back.
Yes.
To be ignored.
Yes.
To, like, you know, want something more. And it's like, yeah, we are definitely the best people to take charge. And it's only going to be a step stool, because those people looking at us, maybe one day will be the next step, and then those people will have people looking. Yeah. I
think to add into that, there was a part of that episode that made me cry. When Rue was like, can you talk to baby Reggie?
Speech was...
Simone's my queen, clearly. Clearly.
If she is not your queen, you can stop listening.
You can turn it off. She's America's queen. Let me correct that.
If she does not win,
I'll lose it. I'll fucking lose it. When I tell you,
I'm gonna lose my shit.
Reggie was talking to fucking me, I was like, I know, it's so cute. Like, I think I have heard Journal entries like that, especially as a writer, like write to your younger self, and I never took that shit seriously. I think I have one in one of my journals, and I'm like, what's up, bitch? You are so fucking cool and awesome, and people just don't want to hear your swag or whatever, you know, which is valid in its expression. But I think like the act of going back in time, which is something we were also talking about, is like thinking of the ways that people have harmed us and like how we were so aloof to the harm, like just
dealt with it.
You know, especially dealing with abuse survivors, you wouldn't be surprised what people find normal.
Yeah.
Okay? What is normal in one person's home is completely seen as something else in someone else's. And growing up continuously with these experiences of having to commingle, of working with, of advocating for all of these different sorts of people, and also living these experiences as a sex worker and as an advocate and as an activist, there's so many blurred lines and complexities to what life can be, should be, will be, can be. And I never want to put myself into any boxes as to what I could, should, when, or won't do. And I feel like as a queer person, with the work that I do, with the people that I work with, that's all I'm about. Is like, what's your story? What's your voice? How can I elevate that? How can we empower that? Because we're empowering ourselves. Number one, the young Reggies, the young Venuses and the young Taylors, but we're also, as Venus just said, empowering. Someone's going to look at us and be like, damn, these bitches are that. Like, I need a podcast. And that's, I always tell people, the more DJs, the better. They'll hear me spin and they're like, oh, some of those songs I know, or I really liked your set list. I feel like it was accessible, and that's exactly what I want. I want people to feel like I could do this too. Yeah. Not in a, girl, you look terrible, or girl, you sound terrible, or girl, this music is fucked up, you clearly haven't done your research sort of way. But yeah, if you put in the time, the effort, put the money in, and really believe in yourself like I do, yeah, I would love to see you doing all that stuff. And there's not a lot of people that can make it past those first two stages, especially being a DJ, of buying the equipment and starting. I can imagine a similar thing with drag. Is like, it's not necessarily something that you can just kind of like, I guess a lot of people stumble maybe into it, but it's not something you have to keep it up.
Yes. Unfortunately, especially with the popularity and the mainstreaming of it.
Oof. Yeah, that is true.
I think everybody should try it.
Yeah.
I really do. But you have to realize that it is a craft in the end.
Period.
If you do not put the effort and the thought and like, everybody has a different like, what they consider effort and thought, obviously. Like, not everybody's gonna be like this wild, artistic, like, performance artist or this like high end, like,
yes.
Their drag is incredible, and
yes.
I think it's an.
Well, he's just like, can y'all hear me be sad?
How's my voice?
How's my voice? Sometimes he puts his nose under the door so that I can. He's like, wait, but you hear him? He's like, let me put it under the door, but we just ignore him because we have such a good conversation going on. He's not gonna stop, so right. Just let him go.
But yeah, I think everybody should give drag a try because trust me, it changed my life.
Yeah.
But know that you are stepping into a world that has so much history.
Yes.
It has a lot of different ways of approaching it. You'll have a lot of people hating on you.
Yeah, most definitely.
But you also have a lot of people loving you. And I think if you do try it, don't go, like, I went in expecting you to do one thing and be like, well, this is what I do, I'm only going to do these songs, I'm only going to do these looks, and
people kind of want that, though.
Yeah, but, like, I still kind of do it, but, like,
yeah.
I have grown, and I've expanded my thoughts. I'm like, because, like, originally I was like, I'm going to be, like, this, like, metalhead, I'm only going to do metal, I'm only going to be dark and spooky, but, like, some of the things I've been known over the past years are actually, like, really campy and funny.
Yeah.
Like, I did a number based off of the, do you remember the moth meme?
Yes!
I did a number that was all based on that.
Yes!
And, like, it was the stupidest thing, but it made me so happy.
Yes!
And, like, I co-hosted an open stage, and we used to have themes.
Yeah.
We had a SpongeBob night.
I'm throwing up. I'm fucking throwing up.
People talk about our SpongeBob night, and it's just like...
Why wasn't I there? I'm so upset.
Why weren't you?
No, literally, I'm like, bitch, what was up? Like, SpongeBob is my shit! Oh, no. I love that fucking show.
It was so fun.
We have to do another one, period.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yes!
Yeah, and it's funny because it's like, I did not expect that because I was like, I'm dark and I'm spooky.
Yes.
Alternative. But, like, No, bitch, you're stupid.
Yes.
But that's also, like, the Pittsburgh drag scene.
Yes. That's the drag scene in general. I feel like that's your glamour, your camp, your whatever. It's like, no, bitch, I can do it all. I don't give a fuck. I can do whatever. And something that I love that you do that a lot, like I said, a lot of the queens, or really a lot of the dolls in San Antonio are able to do or have just accustomed to do is they're drag kings and queens, period. Because now that's the name of the game. Number one, why not? Number two, that's more gigs, more opportunities. And if everybody is out here like, no, I'm multifaceted, bitch.
Well,
like what
book me.
What
do you need?
What do you need?
Do you need a queen?
Period.
Do you need everyone?
Do you need everyone? What kind of
What is gender?
What is literally? So that's what drag's about. It's you're supposed to question what the fuck all this shit is, in the first place anyway. So the pigeonholing, the you do this, you do that. Oh my god, I fucking hate it. Similar with gender, like fuck that shit. Like do all of it.
But the thing though is with that is, it's good to like I said, it's good to try everything. But if you're not into it, if you're not feeling the fantasy, it's gonna read. And I don't want to watch you if you're not enjoying yourself. Why are you here? Why are you putting yourself through all of that? Like
we don't want to see your pain, hon.
Right? Like
unless it's funny.
I mean, like then I'm here.
Then I'm here for it.
No, but like I originally when I started, because everybody was like, even now when I tell people I do drag, they're like, oh yeah, king. I'm like, no.
The fuck?
Like, now I have a king persona.
Yeah.
Originally, I mean, I still fully, Venus is my top priority.
Yeah.
But I think it is important to play with king because king is a whole new world.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. I mean, yes, I could be side by side by a queen, but like, what, what inspires me as a king is totally different than what inspires me as a queen.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, no. The king shows in San Antonio, these bitches were going all out. And I feel like it's so many different themes, so many different ideas, so many different ways to set shit up, so many different ways. It's a whole new world, like you said. And I love that as a patron, someone who's been going to drag shows since I was 14, like, it's not necessarily that there's a formula to them, but there's definitely times where I'm like, girl, I'm not going on Monday night. Like, I can't do it again. No. I've seen that queen for the 20th time. I know what she's gonna do. She's gonna do that number, girl. I'm not going again. And it's not no shade, no nothing to those queens, but with voguing, with any sort of other culture thing, with hair, with whatever, there comes a time when it's like, okay, this is getting stale, girl. Like, it's time to shake things up, learn new tricks, do different things. And that's also what gender, drag, performance, all is about. It's continuing to push that boundary, be like, well, have I seen this before? Can I reinvent something that I have seen? Can I push that boundary? Like, that's what performance, that entire aspect is for, regardless if you're a singer, a drag queen, a whatever. Like, I should always be amazed. You should be amazed by yourself. Like, damn, bitch, I really did all that shit. That's what I want to do. If I'm doing a show, I want the next one to be a little bit better, even a lot of bit better, depending on how I'm feeling, than the last one. I want it to push different buttons or make you feel different feelings or make you want to dance in different places or, whatever the theme may be. I really want to encapsulate that in what I do with my music. So it's like, if I have to, like you said, feel the moment, feel myself, and feel like people are going to identify with me. And that's the only way I can really, like, spread the craft. Because it's like, bitch, if I really don't believe y'all are going to throw y'all ass to Megan Thee Stallion, like, it's just going to fall if I'm not believing in that, or if I'm not throwing my ass or whatever. Especially having moved to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's definitely not a dancing city. I can't stand you. Everyone just kind of stands on the side and they look great. I'm like, okay, everyone looks so good, but no one's dancing. So going to all the gay bars, I feel like it's been more dancing. Definitely people will still dance, but it's still really shy. So that's what I'm trying to bring as a DJ Tay Waits. It's like, y'all would have let all that shit go. My pussy's out, okay? And if my pussy's out, y'all pussies need to be out.
Pussy's out everywhere.
Everyone's pussy's out.
That's the name of the show.
Yes.
Everyone's pussy's out.
At Screamfest 2021, the motto is everyone's pussy's out. We need the church. We need the church.
Merch out in 2 weeks.
Exactly. I can't fucking wait. For our dad hats coming soon, stickers, all that shit.
Enamel pins.
Bitch, yes. Oh my god.
Stickers.
I also love your stickers on Instagram. I love them. They're so cute. I'm like, how can I get into this moment?
I was so lucky there.
Yeah.
There is this wonderful person. And I'm so sad I haven't really talked to them.
Yeah.
They actually live in Florida.
Oh, yes. Florida.
Right?
Yes.
Florida. That's who does it.
It's Florida.
Florida made mine.
They've switched over to social media management. I stand.
But their name is Vaguely Voguing.
Ooh.
And they are...
We love alliteration.
So sweet.
Uh-huh.
I got to meet them when they came out a couple times 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day.
Yeah.
They... So sweet, and it's funny because they come from Florida.
Yeah.
They love Pittsburgh drag.
Yes, a lot of people do.
What? Us, like this tiny little town.
Yes.
They originally drew some of my friends. They drew, well, at the time she was going by Bambi.
Yes.
But so now she goes by Boo Mary.
Yes. Yes. From Open Your Hands, Go Out Bench. Yeah.
They've also drawn Lola Croy. And they drew, like, they just started drawing us.
Yeah.
And I was like, and
I stand.
Oh, it's just so fun because, like, I feel like what I do, I'm putting art on my body.
Yes, literally.
I'm a walking work of art.
Yes.
You know, I'm putting myself on a pedestal.
Period. As you should.
Work of art, but no,
so humble.
Like, it is art.
Yeah.
It is silly art.
Yeah.
But in the end, I am unfortunately making art.
Yes.
But it's so fun when another person does a different media of art.
Yeah.
And then does it, and it's just like, I look like that.
Ugh, fucking period. I stand that. No, yeah. I'm trying to get into that now of being more open to collaborations. Not because I didn't want to collaborate with people, but I just felt like my content wasn't quality enough. Like, kind of that imposter syndrome of who would want to draw me, who would want to take pictures of me, who would want to be featured on one of my songs. Like, I'm not that good. But I definitely have come into my light and definitely feel as if I am that good. I'm that bitch, and you would be lucky to be on anything that I'm doing. So just collaborating within the people who are already in my circle. Because that's something that I feel like people really fall off of. Is like, the reason why I like Sip and Spill is like, these amazing people are literally my friends. Like, just ask your friends what they're doing, what they need, the resources that they're looking at. Something same with sex work or abuse survivors. Ask your friends first. Most of these things are coming from within our circles, and the whole point of this is to prove that these systems are going to continue within these circles of people unless we start having these conversations about these things. So, like, you know, break culture today and start asking your friends what they need from you and seeing how you can be a better advocate for them, you're a better friend, and push past this boundary of, like, that idea, like I said, that people don't want to help you or that you're undeserving of help. That is rape culture. Yes. Don't do that shit.
The silencing of people.
Yeah, the silencing of yourself to make yourself little so that other people can feel the way that they need to feel. Hell no. If you ever have to do that, leave. Walk out.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's... I
don't need that.
Fuck that. We have time for that. Our last question. You've done such an amazing job, like, segueing into the things I wanted to ask you. Anyway! So the last one is just kind of like, you know, what are you doing now? What avenues? I also love this journal. I have all these stickers of people and my friends and artists, and the girl, she's a queen in El Paso called Bake Sasquatch, and she actually wears like a Sasquatch costume.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
No, I have to send it to you.
I'll
but
have to look her up.
No, yeah, she's so good. I'm gonna get her to do another shag wig for me. I was gonna wear it undisclosed date, but I'm gonna get her to definitely do like a couple because, you know, I'm trying to grow out my mullet. But in the meantime, I'm like, let me just wear mullets until I get mine, you know, and then when the real one comes out, it'll be beautiful. But what avenues, what things are you working on? What are you doing to help empower your own voice? And what are some things that you're hoping to do or things that you want to do in the future? And yeah, ways that people can support you as well. Oh. Yes, please.
So right now it's kind of like awkward because we went from doing the gigs, you know, performing multiple nights a week and all that great stuff, to not being able to interact with another, because I do really love that in-person thing. I'm definitely like an in-person performer, but because I couldn't have done it, like, I've been thinking of different ways, like making plans so that, like, I may not be able to physically be there with you, but like, I still have a way to influence people and do my art. So, like, you know, trying my ways with like digital drag and seeing, you know, learning about, because that, even though I know I'm not the best at it, I still have learned and I still have seen progress in my own, like, videos I made, and it's cool. It's
another avenue.
Yeah, it's just another thing, and like, eventually I would like to make my own podcast.
Yes, putting out those podcast vibes. Go, 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 go. Do it.
Yes.
Let me be on it. Period.
Right? Of course. Oh
Yes! I can't wait.
This.
Yes.
I can't wait. But like, I definitely am looking forward to, you know, getting back into gigs, figuring out, you know, how I can do my thing again. But yeah, doing that. Right now, it's just kind of like having fun with you know, what I have. Like, you know, refining some of my looks. Like, I'm learning, actually, thinking about it right now, I finally have bought the stuff to learn how to style wigs, because
yes, we can do that together. I told Brooklyn that too, that we all need to come over and make it work, because Brooklyn was like, girl, you can make the wig for me. I'm like, Brooklyn, we can get together and make our own fucking wigs. If I know how to make a wig, you can make a wig, bitch. Let's just fucking do it together. Yes. And I need to learn how to style this shag wig too, because obviously she styled it for me like in the picture, but when you send it, you have to wash it, and you know, there's conditioner in there. I have to wash it again. I have to blow dry it. I am a connoisseur. When I think was in high school, more so college, I was like, fuck what everyone else thinks. I'm gonna start wearing wigs every day. And for 2 years straight, I wore a different wig every fucking day. I was that bitch. No, it is amazing. I was that bitch. Like, hence why the high femme is like within me, and I can't do it all the time because it's very high maintenance, but I really enjoyed that. I want to get back to doing that shit, which is why I want to get these wigs, but have the more androgynous shag sort of feel, colorful. So yeah, come over, we need to make that happen. We can definitely drink and roll around and play in hair and let Kanye fuck everything up. Yeah, right. we can make that happen. I love that. No, we should, on the avenue of like making new things happen, especially since I'm gonna do better about just outright asking people, I want to get content, do you want to do that shit with me? Yeah, like, do you want to hop in this video with me, or I have this idea, do you think, can I run it by you? Because like you said, we're really in that prime time of being like, oh, let's just work with each other, let's just make that shit happen, let's just do whatever the fuck we want to do and inspire all these other young people out here who are also artists. Like, I should just start doing shit. You should just start doing shit. Because
why not?
Why not? Do shit with your friends. It's fun.
And to be honest, like, most of the time, if you ask somebody, I'm gonna say probably like at least 95% of the time, people are gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
Right.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how imposter syndrome works.
Yeah.
Everybody's walking around like, "What?"
Everybody's like, "No." Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, work with each other.
Yes.
Lift each other up.
Yes.
Like, try new things.
Empower each other, buy each other's merch. I think that's the next step, because I love, like, one of the things I do love about drag culture is like the intensity of support. It's like, okay, I have the queens that I will die for, and I know all their mottos, and I remember the outfits they wore, and I have their pictures. There was this Houston queen, and wow, it was so long ago that I'm blanking on her name, and she's not a queen anymore. Dang, I can't remember her name, but dang. But you know, like, as a child, 14, 15, like growing up with her button, going to school, or like her sticker and stuff. So I now am in the place financially where I can do that with people. So now it's like just stocking up on all my friends' merch and wearing it during videos. Or one of my friends was like, I really kind of think I want you to be an extra in my video. And I'm like, no, like, this is now the second time that someone's asked me to do that. So now I'm like, I should be like that bitch. I should like be in videos. Like, if y'all think I'm cute, like, maybe I am cute. Like, maybe all these things should just line up. Maybe I should get pictures taken of me in like some cute clothes. I don't know. Like, she should be on the cover of magazines. Like, but what if? So pushing myself into dreaming those bigger dreams, and to being like, well, what do I really need to make like those dreams actually come true, to where I'm like being that bitch that I say I want to be, leaving all these marks in the world that I want to leave. And I think knowing you is step 1, obviously. Coming to my house, doing these things, that's step 2, and then putting it out for the world so that they can appreciate it, learn from it, as you say, grow from it, is step 3, right? Yeah, 3 easy steps to being that bitch. Do it, send it out, get paid for it, period. And yeah, so those are all this is, I feel like, a really good episode as like a time capsule. I feel like, I don't know, like, we're saying all this, and the next thing you know, we'll be like, oh my god,
like, remember we were talking about doing those things,
and then a year from now we'll be like, bitch, we did all those things.
Now we got more things.
Now we have so many things that we did, and so many things that people want to. And I think the community, we're all finally in the place where we're like, yeah, girl, I can kind of like afford rent right now, so we can definitely, just make more things happen so that we all get more exposure and we're all just seen and highlighted a little bit more. But thank you so much for coming on my podcast. Is there anything you want to tell the people? Anything you want people to know? Your Instagram, where they can reach you, stuff like that.
So yeah, my main like social media is Instagram. You can just follow me at the Venus Doom.
Period.
One word, all lowercase, nothing fancy, because I am the Venus Doom.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm currently, like, working on some fun things, and, like, I haven't, unfortunately, been posting as much, but, like, I have all these ideas. Eventually, I'm gonna start doing them.
Period. But, me, like, every day.
I mean, I know people watch my story. At least I'm entertaining on my stories. If you want to see a meme, if you want to know what's going on in my job.
Exactly!
If you want to know, like, what silly thing I saw as I was walking home.
Period. Go ahead. Exactly.
I'm entertaining, I guess.
Yes! We all have to see ourselves as... So everyone's like, you deserve a reality show, or people should follow you around. I'm like, bitch, we all have phones. Well, follow yourself around. These people are... Cardi B... These humongous personalities, these are people that just literally said what the fuck they wanted to say on the internet, and people are like, no, dead ass, I feel that. Right? Like, I get that.
Like, for sure.
And now we're at the point where we're seeing that, okay, what I have to say is worth saying. People identify with that shit, and I'm ready to spread that even further and wider. And anything being spread further and wider is, I love it. Put it on my team. But thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, y'all make sure to follow, support, listen to this episode 3,000 times. But yes, thank you so much for coming. This has been like just everything I wanted, because I'm like, Venus is trying to come to my house. I can't wait to go shake ass at my pole class now, and then I have to return this one piece of equipment from my old job, because I quit yesterday. So, my boss was like, oh, could you bring that one? When the ex is like, could you leave that one sock that I left under your thing, like under your, in front of the house so I can come and get it? And I'm gonna have to come in and get my pencil too. And I'm like, girl, have this shit. Here, bitch.
It's in a box in front of the house.
It's in a box in front of the house. And don't come in here.
Don't even come in.
And don't call me again and you're blocked.
Right.
Period.
And I'm gonna answer, don't even bother.
No, we already know. Aries energy, so.
Yes.
I'm gonna go deal with something peddly after that. What are you gonna do with the rest of your night? I'm gonna go hang out with my dog, because unfortunately he is needy. And that's fine. We might go take a walk. It is still nice out. Yeah, it is pretty. I definitely took Kanye out for an extended walk, but he's still acting like an idiot. But I really wish that for y'all, because Kanye's gonna be alone the rest of the night. Oh. Yeah, fuck him. And before I die, everyone should know, fuck Kanye. Fuck that dog. But yes, I hope you and your dog have an amazing night, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yay!